Hello and welcome to episode 3 of the Kickouts and Kick-Ons podcast. Today, my name is Denham Melrose. I'm joined as always by Ethan Barbieri. And we are not joined by Jack Eastoff, who copped a nasty elbow on the weekend.
Yeah, he's got a case of Kim Kardashian lips.
He does, that's correct. Very, very puffy.
Yeah.
Can't speak.
Bit of blood. So we thought we'll keep. So if you're tuning in just to listen or see Jack, we're very sorry.
Yeah,
Please don't leave. I think we're pretty good guys.
We'll take the brunt of it today.
Yeah.
So
I think we're good guys.
we'll be able to cover it. Yeah, you'll like us, we promise.
He'll be back next week.
He'll be back next week, absolutely, for the first week of finals footy, which is exciting. Very exciting stuff. Before we get into that, though, I do want to go over some quick fire talking points, as always, and we're going to start with the tipping, Barbs,
Cool.
from last week. Now, you were 7 of 9, as was I. I'm sure I did make a mistake on the Instagram, if anyone saw that. Hawthorn did not win, unfortunately, but in Barb's side, they did. They're playing finals, that's all you can ask.
Yeah, that's all.
So you went 7 of 9, I went 7 of 9, Eastie went 8 of 9,
Yeah.
picked West Coast.
Yeah.
In fact, picked Sydney.
he picked Sydney
and then went
flipped
back on it and he flipped
Just
it.
a muppet.
A muppet. That's a terrible decision.
Trying to be a hero when the
We're
hero
trying to,
wasn't in it.
we're trying to portray ourselves as experts.
Yeah,
he's gone and picked
and
West Coast.
he's actually. I know he's trying to include him and make him feel good because I don't think a lot of people have tipped him, unfortunately, this year. But
No, this probably wasn't the week.
no,
To do it. Nor were any,
24.
really.
Yeah, not really.
So that was the tipping week. Pretty good week, really, from all of us.
Yeah.
But he got us
bad
in
at
the
all.
end. Look, it'd be silly of us not to kick off proceedings with the news about Harley Reid. Because then we can put it to bed. Because it's been the talking point all year. He's gone and signed a 2-year, $4 million or approximately $4 million extension. It's a lot of money. He's probably worth it.
Cash.
Based on potential, a lot of cash. I think it's a good deal, personally.
Yeah.
I think it's a win-win. There was supposedly a 2+9 year offer on the table.
The long-term one, yep.
West Coast didn't seem overly keen to lock him in for that long, but this way he gets to stick around for a little bit, see if they improve. He still gets his money, and for West Coast you get to keep him around. I think it's a win-win.
Yeah, I think what you've just said that's made me realise that actually is a pretty fair deal, isn't it?
I think both ways.
Yeah, I guess if you're Harley, you probably want to lock in that long term because these days players lock in their long term, they get their cash, and if they want out, they just force a trade. So
Yeah, I mean,
he
if
could
he
have
could
easily
get-
gone down that route.
That's
but
right.
I think he's gone smart. I think maybe even a little bit of inspired by Nas.
Yeah, I think so. Well, similar deals. He already had the 1 year left on the contract, so now he re-ups for 2 extra years until 2028.
So I think we'll probably be seeing a lot more of those 2 years just to sort of get us to sort of the Tassie era.
Yeah, agreed.
And then get your money, and then from there, if Tassie want to throw
A Godfather offer,
throw the Tasmanian Devil at you,
you can go.
But yeah,
Who do you reckon the first one to do that might be?
Tassie.
Yeah,
For some reason, I just got a little feeling. Nick Dacos.
Nick Dacos. How much? If you were Tassie, how much are you throwing at him? Are you going to 3 mil?
You'd have to think about it.
I think you would.
3 mil for Nicky.
Probably the best player in the comp by then.
But
If not now.
you're not just getting player Nick Dacos.
Yeah.
You're getting all the jumper sales. You're getting all the media. Because if you don't have like a player like him, the media are out there. It's a brand new team, so it is exciting, but it's not the same as having that big market
You're
player.
right. Yeah, exactly right.
So
Whether he would even leave, though, who knows?
That's another story. But yeah,
It's a lot of money, though.
get both of them. Get the brothers.
Yeah, get both. Yeah,
Brothers,
get Dad down there on the
get-
coaching pad. Or
Nice.
something.
You know what?
Family affair.
Mum's
Mum
will fit in.
Yeah, she'll work.
She'll find something.
So that's Harley. Well done, mate. You deserve your money, I'm sure. And well done, West Coast, as well, for locking him in when
Yeah.
a lot of people didn't think they would.
No, not at all.
Second talking point, we spoke last week before the Rankin suspension was cut down to 4 weeks about the fact that it should just be 5 weeks. We were pretty adamant that, he did the wrong thing and he should just cop it. The AFL then brought the suspension down to 4 weeks. I personally thought that was weak by them, citing issues that they wouldn't go into. I thought it was strange. But we don't really need to touch on that much more because it's in place now.
Yeah,
That's
it's done.
4 weeks is 4 weeks.
what it
If they
is.
make the grand final having lost the qualifying, he can play it.
Yeah.
If they win next week, he'll be done for the year.
Yeah.
But the bit I do want to touch on is Mitch Brown yesterday.
Yeah. Interesting, isn't it?
The first ever player in 129 years to come out as bisexual or gay. Again, probably don't need to touch on it much, but just credit to him.
Round of applause.
Round of applause, Mitch Brown. Well done. We're proud of you. It takes a lot of guts to do that, and he's going to be a role model for hopefully some other players to be able to express themselves and come out as well. I'm just going to touch on some delistings, I think. Just noteworthy West Coast.
It's that time of year, isn't it?
It is that time of year. It sucks for some guys. I thought there were a couple in here, we'll get to them, that were a bit stiff.
Yeah, I saw some stiff ones as well.
We'll go through it. West Coast delisted Locke Rawlinson, Cal Jamieson and Jack Petricelli. I thought maybe Petch could find a home somewhere else potentially. I don't know if you feel the same way.
A little quick small forward.
Yeah, I think maybe a contender might, even as a depth piece.
Yeah, even if he's your 30th player on your list.
Yeah.
Still got that speed, he's got the game experience.
He's a guy that, like, if you get to finals and someone goes down, you're comfortable bringing him in.
Yeah, and you know he can fill a role.
Yeah, 100%. Richmond, I don't know if it's pronounced Mate Kalina or Mate Kalina. He's gone. Jacob Bauer was the mid-season pick. He's gone. And obviously we knew about Camden McIntosh. I still think Camden could get another gig elsewhere.
Yeah, I think maybe Eagles were looking at him.
Yes.
I
think that makes sense.
For just a bit of experience, a guy who can fill that wing role, bit of leadership around the group. He's had success.
Yeah.
Join this. The more Richmond boys at this stage, the better it seems like.
Feeding zone, isn't
bring
it?
the whole gang over.
That's right.
So soon we'll have Dusty probably.
Dusty will come down, yeah.
He'll be
out of retirement.
Yeah.
North delisted Eddie Ford, Miller Bergman, Bryn Teakle, and Callan Dawson. I thought probably fair on all of them.
Yeah.
I thought North are in a stage now where they need to start being a bit ruthless, I think.
Yeah.
These guys were all sort of played some footy for them in recent times. Miller Bergman struggled with injury, which was a shame for him, but none of them really cemented their spot at the level. So I thought it was probably fair.
Yeah. Cool.
Port, I thought, were the one that were interesting because Jed McEntee, who was in their best 22 the last game they played.
Yeah.
Ryan Burton, I thought, was pretty stiff. I think he's still
an
an AFL player for sure. Jeremy Finlayson's a big name. And then three young guys, Dylan Williamson, Harry Charlison and Hugh Jackson, who I thought had showed a bit as well. So speaking of ruthless, Port have gone cutting floor, see you later. What do you think?
Yeah, they've started the car and the car said, not today, mate. Let's get them out.
Do my own thing.
No, I think Ryan Burton surely has to find another home, doesn't he?
I think so, yeah. He's still an AFL player to me.
The Hawks did that trade back, it was 2016 around there for Chad Wingard.
Yeah.
And he was, obviously Port wanted him. They thought he was a good youth piece.
Him, yeah.
But
I thought when Houston left last year, I actually thought Burton might be the one to take a bit of a leap.
Yeah.
Him and Farrell. But
it's hard to see that he doesn't find another spot on the list for next year.
I think he gets to somewhere.
Even the two that I don't know personally, that Dylan Williams, he was kicking bags down in the SANFL.
Yeah, I thought Dylan Williams
7
was a player.
goals, and so I thought he was probably, but he's had his time on the list. So, but the one who I didn't think he started in the team at the start of the year is Jackson.
Yeah, I thought he showed a bit.
Everyone thought he had a bit of potential and he could be someone.
But I think I had him in fantasy throughout the year at one stage as a rookie, and he looked all right.
Who knows if someone might.
We'll see. The last one, St Kilda delisted Harry Boyd, Zane Cordy, and Angus McLennan. Nothing too big there. Zane Cordy's had a good career. Does he go again, or is that it?
Nah, that's done.
I
think it's time just to put it to bed. Been done nice.
Agree. Well done on your career, Zane. And a couple of retirements as well. So Will Hoskin-Elliott, I think we touched on last week. Willie Rioli has now retired. Jimmy Webster, Jaden Hunt, and Taylor Duray as well.
Have a career.
With good careers.
All did very well.
I think Duray played 200 and something games.
Well, he played through the premiership with the Hawks.
And a premiership, yeah. Willie Rioli's got a premiership.
Jaden Hunt.
Premiership. Ooh, 2021.
That's a research topic.
That is a research topic.
Jimmy Webster, you had a good suspension that time.
Yeah, killed Jai Simpkin.
That was good.
Did not win a premiership.
Willie Rioli, bit of Gatorade in the wee-wees.
Yeah.
That's
he's good. He's had an eventful career, Willie.
Hoskin-Elliott's got a premiership.
And I'm just realising I skipped over Matt Crouch. Sorry, Matt, I didn't mean to do that.
Nothing
also
personal.
had a very good career.
He had that good power stance against Richmond.
Yes,
in that
love the
final,
power stance. Two more little things. We've got some confirmation of moves starting to trickle through. So Oscar Allen has officially identified Brisbane as his target team, and Tom De Koning's done the same with St Kilda. They'll both go there. Shouldn't have any issues getting those two deals done.
What's your thoughts on exit interviews before the last game?
Yeah, interesting one. I reckon it would make a lot more sense for everyone if you just did it the week after.
Just a day. Give it a day.
Or a day. Just let the season end. Give them a day to collect their thoughts, and then go. Would be my call. But clubs do it differently everywhere.
But who are you?
Who am I to say anything? You know. And the last one, Jack Silvani has confirmed that he will request his free agency rights, but whether it's Collingwood or the Dogs, we're not sure yet. And also St Kilda linked, which is interesting, and that is a nice transition into the last point, which is that St Kilda are just going after everyone. I guess. So, Tom De Koning has confirmed it. Lecca Lear, Liam Ryan, Cam McKenzie, Jack Silvani, and Sam Flanders.
I think this could be a case. They've signed Nazaya.
Yeah.
And you know when something really happens and you're real excited and you just got that bubbly feeling and they're just throwing cash at everyone. I think they're too excited. Someone bring St Kilda down to earth, please.
Any free agent. Yeah, we'll
have him. We'll have him. Yeah, we'll throw him.
To be fair, some good players in that list.
If we go through each of them, so Lecca Lear's free agent.
Yep.
Liam Ryan, what are you trading for him?
It's interesting. They've got picks 7 and 43 at the moment, I reckon. I kind of feel like it'd need to be something in the middle of that. Maybe 25-ish, 30.
Yeah.
Late second, early third round pick, potentially. Yeah. He's actually, if you asked me 2 weeks ago, I would have said Liam Ryan was 32. I thought he was getting on.
Yeah.
He's only 28. He's still got a lot of good footy in him.
Yeah, bit of a disappointing year this year, but...
Yeah, but hard for anyone to
yeah.
showed anything in that team, to be fair.
Cam McKenzie,
I'd like your thoughts on this one.
So, they're requesting a first-round pick, which I think is fair. He was pick 7 a couple of years back. And then I think the aim of that is to use that first-round pick and our first-round pick from Carlton this year and try and flick that for a A-class mid, like a Butters or I think maybe even a Walsh.
Yep, I like it. Petrarca, would you go there?
Not 2 first-rounders. I'd throw one at... I'd throw one at Petrarca.
Yeah.
I still think he's worth it.
And to be honest, if I'm Melbourne, I'm taking a first-round pick.
Yeah, of course.
And I'm running for the hills.
Yeah. But I think if the Hawks take on a bit more of his salary, I think even that can roll into a bit of a second round.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, that'll be interesting space there. But then that actually did come out last night saying he's not for sale.
I did see that as well, yeah.
So
which you kind of have to do to keep the value there.
I guess you got to sort of play hard to get in finals.
It will be interesting. That's 6 guys there that are relatively established players.
Oh, if you get those guys, if you pick up every single, if you pick up 4 out of 6 there,
if you can go 4 for 6, that's amazing. TDK will go.
Aaliyah will go.
Sounds like
Ryan's pretty much there. And then if you get one of Mackenzie, Silvani, or Flanders,
I think you're golden.
Then you got Philippou.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. We kind of like their list already, right? The young guys.
Well, I do. I like the Flying Viking.
Yep.
Toby Travalia, they picked up this year.
Travalia is a good one.
Garcia's
there. We like Max Hall.
Yes.
Jack Higgins.
Yeah. You know who I like? And I was thinking about that. He hasn't played much this year. Played a couple of games towards the end. The Alex Dodson. The big ruckman. Actually, even the Moose.
And the Moose. I like the Moose. Actually, the Moose was also linked, I think, to a deal
St Kilda.
St Kilda.
He's already there.
He's already there. So, yeah, a lot of talking points there that we've covered. A good start to the little potty there, but I think we covered that pretty well.
Yeah. Let's get into the round 24 review.
We certainly can.
That started on Thursday night.
It started on Thursday night. That was Essendon and Carlton. Easty, your thoughts? That's
nice.
Right, he's not here. Stuff. We do have Easty's kindly sent through his round recap thoughts from each game. So we'll just go through what he said. The Blues won it by 34.
Sorry to interrupt, but special request. Easty did win both of his classic and draft finals. Don't know how. Don't know why.
I don't know how either. Well, actually, I do know how. I know how he beat me in Classic.
Did you? Oh, damn.
I traded Connor Rosie and Christian Petrarca, both coming off about 60. I thought it was smart.
Yeah.
Rosie went 150. Petrarca went 100.
Who'd you trade in?
I went to Jeremy Cameron with one, and he scored 100.
Yeah.
The other was... I've forgotten.
But regardless,
it was not good, and I lost because of those trades. It was not ideal at all. And also, the week before, you told me to bring in Sherry. I went English. The difference was the difference.
There we go. But, so, no wonder why Eastie has Kardashian lip.
Yeah, correct. So I gave him one. Just because I couldn't be losing.
I don't know whether we'll ever get the 3 back ever again.
A little bit of tension in the group.
But we'll sort it out eventually.
We'll sort it out.
As we were, Essendon Carlton. Blues by 34.
Yep.
Let's hear what he has to say.
He said that that gives Essendon their 12th straight loss, which is their most since 2016. Carlton ends the season with a win, something they haven't done for years. I didn't realise that. That's good research.
That's good, nice.
41,000 attended to see a George Hewitt masterclass in the first half with 25 and a goal at half-time. Reports are that Francis Evans has earned himself another contract after a huge last month, where he finished as the 6th highest rated player in the game in that span. That's also good research. I didn't know that. He did have a good finish.
He's got a bit stat man here, hasn't he?
I think he likes Francis Evans. He's talked about him every week, I reckon. Loves a bit of Frankie Evans. Merritt's 250th, which he looked good in, missed a chance to kick a late one, but disappointingly Essendon got outworked. Congrats, Zach Merritt. 250 games, champion of the game, really.
Great work to even. If I'm him, you put on ice round 1, 2026 to my 250th.
100%, I would have done the same thing.
But he wants to play footy.
Yeah, credit to him. Sam Walsh is the same. And speaking of Sam Walsh, he said that he and Mackay ended the season strongly, and then he just asked, did they up their value? Which is an interesting point because...
That's a little note I had. I thought Mackay, he kicked 1 goal 4.
Yep.
But he had a lot of impact on the game. He was getting high up the ground, and that's where what made me realise, without Curnow and Mackay in sync together, Carlton don't have a forward line.
Yeah, they need those
two guys. He's marking the ball, say, 50 metres from the 50-metre arc, so he's in the middle of the wing.
Yeah.
Who's he kicking to?
Yeah.
They've got no big tools that's going to take that big clunk.
Even they played Brody Kemp down there sometimes, and they played TDK down there when they've got
they
just Pitney on the side, but neither.
But if they lose one or both of them, I don't think they'll lose both. But if they lose one of them, they'll need someone to replace them. I think the O'Keefe.
Yeah, Hudson
was he a forward? He was a forward, wasn't he?
You know who I like as well is Ashton Moyer. I think he's not a towering key forward, but he's that
small. Yeah.
So I quite like him as well. But yeah, I think you're right. Those guys are going to take time.
Yeah.
So I think if you're losing one of those guys, Colonel or Mackay, and you are losing TDK as well, I think you've just got to roll with that and just go
accept it.
We're not going to win a flag in the next couple of years. These guys have value. Let's take advantage of that.
That's what I had in a few points when we talk later about sort of our season reviews and stuff. But yeah, I think he's got to. There wasn't really a lot to say about this game.
No, it can't.
I think on Thursday both of them are glad it's done.
Channel 7 didn't even want it, so we can indeed move on. I think you have the next one.
Yeah, rolling into the first game of Friday night, Collingwood versus Melbourne.
This was a good game. 6
points for Collingwood. Very scary, though.
Very scary.
So, I think Collingwood just seemed to be holding on at this minute, just leading into finals.
Yep.
There wasn't really any standouts for Collingwood, was there? I think they just played enough. Schultz was okay.
Schultz had a good
De Goey seems to be getting a little bit of form.
Yeah, De Goey getting up and about is important for them.
Yeah. If you got him fit and firing, he definitely adds another element to your team.
For sure.
Another game for Max Gawn just to put Melbourne on his back.
Yes.
He does it week in, week out, doesn't he?
He does. He's a champion.
Yeah, and he continues to do it. And on that, did you see that video of Max talking in the change rooms, giving him a little bit of an address?
I didn't
and
actually.
Then Stephen May was there.
They've gone
joking.
Again.
No, Stephen May was listening to him joking around with one of the young kids.
Yeah, right. Didn't want to.
So if I'm Max, I'm pulling Stephen up and go, mate.
Yeah. Because remember the last time they played Collingwood, they had that spat.
Yeah, they did, didn't they?
So they've just got a history.
Collingwood brings out the worst in people, doesn't it?
Yeah. But credit to Melbourne though, like they fought in that game.
Yeah, it was a good scrap.
It was a good scrap, and for Collingwood, you're right. Like they're very, very dangerous. You can't be flirting with these games.
Yeah, it's just it just doesn't look good, does it?
No.
But we'll talk about that.
Lost 5 of their last 7?
Yeah.
And one of those wins was by 6 points over Melbourne. Like, it's not a great record heading into finals.
So I think they're just holding on for dear life at this stage.
Agreed.
They're getting through their finals week bye, and Melbourne, yeah, they're glad the season's done. I think there's too much turmoil going on there.
Yeah, agreed. But, beautiful. All right, well, I had the second game of Friday night. That was Port Adelaide Gold Coast, and we
bit of a thriller.
Spoke about this potentially happening, but I don't know if any of us really believe. Well, actually, that's a lie because you both picked Port.
Yeah.
So I was the only one who didn't really think it had happened, but they played with serious passion for Boak and Kenny, which we sort of thought they would do.
I don't really like Port most of the time, but
you've got to run in with them in finals a couple of times.
Yeah, but watching that on Friday night, I did watch that game.
Yep.
It was just so wholesome.
It was.
Seeing the end at the end of the game, the scenes, and then just them be able to hold on at the end. It was just good for Boak. It was Ken. I normally can't stand. Come to the Hawks soon, apparently as well.
Well, there you go.
It was good. It was good to see them, and they had that nice moment at the end where they hugged and they talked about Boak's dad.
Yeah.
But it was real wholesome, and I'm glad it did happen because
agreed.
At the end of the day, Gold Coast got what they wanted last night.
Yeah.
And Port got their farewell final hurrah game.
Win-win. I thought, it sort of seemed like Gold Coast played like they didn't really care, knowing they had the Essendon gap. Like they could have made top 4, so they should have cared. But I think they, in the back of their head, they seemed like they knew they were going to make finals. So this one they could almost give them. The umpiring it appeared to favour Port a little bit, but not enough to sway the result.
No.
Just touching on a couple of guys. So Ewan McKinley and Harrison Ram debuted for Port. They both look great.
I really like Ram.
Ram looked fantastic.
Bloody awesome.
202 centimetre key defender.
But the thing with him, he just looks like a footy player.
He does, yeah.
He's like a big fullback.
Moves well.
Yeah.
Closing speed was fantastic. He looked, really good. I'm excited to see what he can bring next year for them.
Yeah, I think he'll definitely be something.
Yeah.
Because, I think in terms of Port's direction, they're going to go down that way.
They're going to have to find a few kids like that.
Radically and Zerk Thatcher at this stage, they're good, but I think they're probably just a bit too old in terms of what Port have.
Yeah, agreed. The last point I had there was, Rowell and Anderson. Rowell also lost me that matchup with Eastie, by the way, with a 50. Nice. Him and Anderson were nothing in this game. They really did.
Anderson didn't even show up, eh?
No, and the only thing I had written down was going into finals, that can't happen. Those are the two best players. They need to be firing every week.
If you think about Gold Coast top players, if I can get your opinion, Rowell, Anderson, Took, who else you going?
I think Witts still has to be in there.
Yeah.
I think Sam Collins is definitely in there. I guess Ben King has to be.
Yeah, true.
But
he's second in the
even last night, if we touch on last night's game, because we didn't have that written down, but 7 goals from about 8 kicks. He doesn't really impact the game outside of
kicking goals.
Yeah.
But I guess that's all you need.
He's kicking goals, so it's
goals win you games.
Yeah, you can't talk down on him, but it's a strange sort of style of game that not many play anymore. Yeah. Where he is just lead out of the goal square, mark goal.
But I think you do have your other players, of course. You got your Rioli, Noble, Jeffrey, Humphrey, Flanders.
Yeah.
But I just don't think. Yeah, are they impactful enough?
I think they do back quite deep, which is good.
Yeah. Ewland, it's just all. I guess it's a lot of
guys everywhere.
Underaged, underrated, sort of not no names, but no names.
No, that's right. But they just they need those stars firing. So Rowell and Anderson, who by the way last night were fantastic,
awesome.
Unreal.
The first 5 goals or something was 2 Ben King, 2 Anderson,
and then Rowell and the buzzer of quarter time.
That was good.
Yeah, very talented. Did you have the next game? No, the next game
was Eastie.
So we move on. This was North and Adelaide. Hey, good fight by North, just quite.
I told you they'd scare
You did actually. You said they'd
2 goals.
I didn't believe you, but
straight on the money.
Made a great comeback towards the end. Eastie had written down Crows by 13 in what was, in what a win was. He can't type today. In what a win was.
Sorry, Denham also actually
I also was concussed on the weekend, so we're in the wars because you had injuries throughout the year as well. So between the three of us, we're the walking wounded. But I can't read apparently as well. He said that they got out unscathed and secured top spot, which was good for them. A minor premiership. Congratulations to Adelaide.
Great look, Adelaide.
Best winning ratio in the club's history as well. And the top spot since 2017, which was the last time they were in finals. That surprised me, actually. It's a long time. 8 years. I thought they'd played finals since then, but apparently not.
That is a long time, isn't it?
Nearly a decade of no Adelaide in finals. It feels like they've been there, but I guess not. North gave fans something to cling on to over the summer with a 4-goal in 6-minute burst, which brought them back into the game. 100% preaching to the choir. I come back to next year and go.
And he's all excited.
Remember the last game of last year? We were looking good.
Yeah.
Ben Keys, season best, 35 goals. That's a seriously impressive season. He could really step up in Rankin's absence. Eastie wrote. Could he continue to build on the cult figure status? I love Ben Keys.
Slick back head.
Everything he does is
running
really
hard.
impressive.
Head when he sprints head up.
Yeah, just putting in the hard yards. I rate it.
Yeah.
He's put Trembath here. I wanted to touch on Trembath as well.
I had that as well. I think he's the
9 goals in 3 games.
Seems a bit of a diamond in the rough, isn't it?
Yeah, we found one, I think, which is hard to do in the late stages of the mid-season draft.
And nor do you ever, really.
Yeah, you don't really find one, unfortunately. But we might have got one. So he's written down, should play every game for the Roos next year. Is he the missing piece next to Larkey? And where has he been? Where he's been is North VFL, so developing right under their nose. I think he plays every game next year.
Did he come from North VFL?
He was North VFL, yeah. Okay. I think if we were going off just what we've seen for now, he would absolutely be in our round 1 side next year. I really like Finbar Maley, but I think Trembath has shown more
I like Trembath
in his 3 games. Better. Looks a lot like Paul Curtis. I don't know if you...
the curly, bit tan.
There he is again. Oh, no, that's Paul Curtis. There he is again. Oh, no, that's Trembath. He said, it was nice to see Brodie Smith get a goal in what could be one of his last games. Probably agree.
Yeah.
And then he wrote, North need a key back, but their midfield was good, smashing the clearances and winning inside 50s, but conceded over 100 points again. That's 13 of 23 games conceding over 100 points, and they conceded the second most points all season behind West Coast. This is my thing, like, as a North fan, the midfield is elite, I think.
Yeah.
Between LDU, Sheezer, Wardlaw, we have spoken about this on the podcast before, but the back line is where we need to really start finding some guys.
Yeah.
Aiden Core, unfortunately, didn't work out. Griffin Logue, unfortunately, doesn't appear to be working out.
Charlie Comben seems good.
Love Comben. Really like Comben. And I think that this is where they really need one of Matt Whitlock or Will Dawson to come along next year.
Yeah.
Because talls often take a couple of years.
Well, you'd be putting all your eggs from your basket in Whitlock.
Yeah, given the trade.
You gave up your first pick.
Yeah. I thought he was stiff, by the way, in this game because the week before he came on as a sub, relatively late, kicked a goal, and then got dropped for the last game of the year. It's a meaningless game.
Why?
Just play the kid.
I know. Play the kid. I don't know. I never understand.
Didn't get it.
Some of these choices.
Yeah, that was Adelaide North. Well done, North. Good effort, and well done, Adelaide. Minor premiership.
Right. On to Richmond and Geelong. Bruce-free game for Geelong, I think.
Sure.
Cats on by 39. I think Richmond were just happy they didn't get beat by 100 points.
Yeah.
Which was good for them. Sam Banks. I reckon he's leading into a little bit of a superstar.
So just quietly, not to interrupt, but I won one of my draft leagues, and Sam Banks was a massive part of that. Got off the scrap
Sam Banks, Dan Emoja one.
I do, actually. Shout out Sam Banks.
30 touches, 10 marks, and 120 fantasy.
Yeah, looks fantastic.
I think he'll be one alongside, if they keep Jaden Short there, if they move Banks into the midfield, who knows.
Like it.
Bailey Smith, Brownlow game.
Yes.
Does he get 3 votes? So Bailey Smith had 34 and 4 tackles. Jezza had 4 goals, 4.
Yeah. I think it's Bailey Smith.
Yeah. I think because the time of the year it is, umpires are thinking.
Yeah, they are.
It always stands out a little bit more.
Yeah.
Jezza, the 4 goals for 83 at the moment. Can he kick 17 throughout the finals? Personally, I think Geelong make it to the big dance. I don't know how many games. It actually might not work in their favour if they win the prelim.
If they're only playing 3 games rather than 4. 17-3 is going to be very tough.
Yeah.
17-4 is going to be very tough.
It's 4 goals a game in finals.
Look, I think it might be done. I think he needed 8 or 9 in this one.
Yeah.
And he didn't get there.
Yeah, but great effort.
Oh, amazing effort. Yeah, we haven't seen this many goals in a long time.
Yeah.
So, credit to him.
Tom Atkins.
Yeah.
Another 9 tackles. 205 tackles in total this year. It's the most ever.
Most ever.
Such a courage. I think he has to be tonight's AFL Awards.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking at the nominees. Butters has won it the past couple of years. I think Atkins wins it this year. Has to.
Yeah,
most courageous player.
He almost sacrifices his own game in there to let the other midfielders in Holmes and Smith shine.
Yeah.
But he's a seriously talented player.
Yeah. But no, it's good to see him playing his role.
Yeah, absolutely. He's going to be an important cog in there.
Yeah,
in their side for the finals. I had the next one. That was West Coast and Sydney. I actually worked at this game, so I was able to duck in at halftime and see some of it. And I was actually sitting behind Luca Grego's family.
Oh, nice.
And they were stoked for him, as was I. He was one of our favourites, I think.
Yeah, he's good.
And he showed a bit. He showed a bit on debut.
He was pretty good. Took his time with the ball.
Yeah, very composed. Yeah. Sold some candy, which was nice.
Yeah.
So good on him. He deserved the debut, and I think he's going to be featuring in their side a lot next year. I do say credit to West Coast for an impressive first half, because I don't think many were expecting them to fire a shot, and they were right in that game for the first half, and then 13 goals to 1 in the second half was kind of the opposite. It was comparable to that 200-point loss also against Sydney in 2023. So Taylor 2 halves. Job Shanahan, he is going to be an outstanding player.
He'll be good.
I think we're all in on Job.
Allen replacement.
Yes, 100%. Yeah, just steps right in.
Yeah.
And just some Sydney notes. Jack Buller kicked 3, I believe. He was pretty
good.
Come back into the side in recent weeks, I think.
I think he gets. Was he out of contract?
That's a great question.
I think he might have been.
Probably would have been. I think.
Yeah, so I wonder might get him in a contract.
Because he's had a couple of good weeks now, I think.
Well, I'd choose him over. The way he played, I'd choose him over Amadi, McDonald, Hamling, Francis.
Yeah, those guys showed nothing. Yeah. So, yeah, I think he may well have earned himself another year.
Yeah.
WA boy. So shout out to Jack Buller. And just a bizarre one. Nick Blakey, of all people, kicked 2 goals, 3. 5 scoring shots for Nick Blakey. I just thought was bizarre.
Just dashing off half-back, the lizard.
Yeah, absolutely. So, no, Sydney just did what they had to do in that second half.
Did you see Goulden's post-game interview?
No, I missed that.
Oh, sorry. He was so disappointed after winning by 80. Win by 80 points. He was
real flat about it.
He was so flat. He just wanted to get something next year.
Yeah, right. But, that's the thing for them. Like this game. Yeah,
we'll talk about it later.
We will. But yeah, they're just playing for next year.
Yeah. Sunday morning.
Yes.
GWS St Kilda.
I was in the car on the way to footy and listening on the radio to this. It sounded like a thriller.
Yeah, it was. 104-93. GWS get the win. St Kilda gave him a great scare though.
Mm-hmm.
Right. It was a great effort, valiant effort. 2 half-backs of Whitfield and Ash continue to rack up the footy. How damaging they are, some people question that in terms of Ash, but both 31 and 32 respectively. Toby Green missed the clutch.
Yes.
Going back with the flight mark, he just said, I'm not losing the Saints today, boy.
Unreal mark.
Like
shades
of
good. Reed Walton and Brown about that.
Yeah. So it was really good from him. Giants didn't really have a real standout, but they chipped in together to get the win at the end. Darcy Wilson, credit to him, 5 goals.
Absolutely.
So I reckon he's definitely one for the future, which the big pre-season for the Saints.
Yeah.
And we get some of those players that we talked about before. Yeah. What they do with their picks. Yeah. I don't know, but they can maybe be okay.
Yeah, I think I'm sort of feeling the same. I'm quietly optimistic about the Saints for next year.
Yeah.
Was the one they had to get. That sets everything in motion.
Yeah, he's sort of been like the domino effect, hasn't he?
Yeah, now everything just seems to be coming up St Kilda.
But yeah, no, it was a good game. So.
Yeah, it sounded like a great game. The next one was the all-important one. Freo and the Dockers. Freo and the Dogs. We spoke about Freo needing to put in a mature performance, and this was every bit of that. This was absolutely the maturity we sought from them. Guys like Banfield, Amos, and Cox all stepped up massively, and that's huge when you can get guys in your bottom 10 to step up and perform. Because it wasn't necessarily a Stars performance from then. From the Dogs' perspective, Bond was unbelievable, but like Sarong, Brayshaw, and Young, obviously in his first game back, were...
I think he makes an absolutely huge difference to that team.
Yeah, agreed.
And I think with him in it, they just have that confidence, and he's able to be another midfielder that hits those inside kicks, and he's elite at it.
Yeah.
So I think
they want to use him.
He's a big cog.
They trust him. Yeah, agreed. Bont did all that he could. He did everything that he could. Fraser was also very impressive. And Alex Pearce as well. I think I said this last week. I think Alex Pearce is one of the top key backs in the comp. I think he goes a little underrated. Kept Darcy goalless.
Yeah, he didn't see him, did he?
Massive.
Yeah.
Massive shout out to Alex Pearce. The Corey Wagner injury is a bit of a shame. So Peck and Dunn.
Yeah, done for the season. I just heard that yesterday, but I think he's important.
He's important because if they tag, he's the one they get to do it, and he does a pretty good job of it.
He does well. So we should see who replaces him.
Yeah, well, that was the other. So Matt Johnson has returned in the waffle. Nathan O'Driscoll's been in some form in the waffle. Whether it's one of those guys, Will Brody's been there all year, just performing and ready to go.
Been fit and healthy, coach. Put me in.
He's waiting for his opportunity. Is this it?
They don't want him.
Yeah. So we'll see. Yeah, we'll see who comes in. If you are tagging, is it Rowell or Anderson?
I think it has to be Anderson, doesn't it? I think when he doesn't get up and about, that's when Gold Coast aren't.
Yeah.
Like Port, Anderson did nothing.
If you can shut down a skipper as well.
Yeah, and if you could just get into his head just a little bit.
Yeah. All of a sudden he's not communicating to his guys as much. He's trying to work.
I think Anderson has to be your guy.
Anderson. And the other thing I just wanted to say was, so the other week it was a bit awkward when Fife did his little lap around up the stadium.
Yeah.
Thinking maybe this is my last home game.
Yeah.
Now they get one more. Picture the Raw elimination final. They're up or they're in the game, and Fifey comes on as a sub.
Right, your rocks, JL.
Yes.
Warm him up in front of the fans, please.
Warm him up in front of the fans. Put him on halfway through
one of the first minute of the first quarter. Yeah. Or just something, please, JL. Don't give the crowd again.
A spectacle.
Yeah.
So that was Freo and the Dogs. Well done to Freo. The Dogs, I think it's pretty disappointing.
Yeah.
From their perspective, I expected more out of their list.
Yep.
But Freo, credit to them. They get a home final now, and that will be an exciting game against the Suns in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah. And leading into the last game of the round, Hawks versus Brisbane.
Another good game.
Pretty good game. Notes from Jack. What a game. He's totally for finals now, baby.
I think we all are.
Win for either team at top 4, but geez, they played like it. Yeah, I think that definitely had the vibe of finals footy that game.
Yeah.
True grit and grind, dirty footy, but captured. Yeah, leave it all on the line. Brisbane by 10 points. The Hawks can hold their heads high. 34 scoring shots to 24. Could this be Brisbane's downfall come September?
We've spoken about their forward issues. You say the same thing?
Yeah, I think Brisbane kept them in. They had 23 behinds compared to Hawks that Hawks followed with their 13 sort of late in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that was shocking. Just the behinds.
Not good.
Dunkley had another real impressive game, and I think McCluggage should book his first All-Australian tonight.
Yeah, I think
32
and 2 as well.
Carl Amon had a wicked quarter.
Yes.
He had 16 possessions and 534 metres, but he nearly had 17 and a goal. He kicked that goal right on the siren.
Correct.
What worries Eastie is the Lions' tools.
Yeah, and that's what we've spoken about.
We've said Day just isn't your Danaher replacement.
No.
Ty Gallup.
Yeah, I don't know if he's the option.
I think he's still just a bit young.
Whether it's Henry Smith, he's also a bit young, Mr.
Mr. Nuss.
I still think if Oscar McInerney's fit,
yeah,
I think he's the one.
Yeah.
And bring him in and just say, mate, I know your body's cooked. We just need 3 games out of you.
Yeah.
If you can get Give us 3 games in the ruck. Just compete. Don't dominate. Just compete. And then Darcy Ford is a much better option forward than those guys, Gallup, Smith.
Yeah, I think that could be the play. Yeah, there was a few controversial calls at the end of the game, wasn't there? I picked
up to know where you sit on this.
The deliberate.
Yeah.
That took the sting out of the game.
It did a bit, yeah.
Bruce sealed it, but he was hand passing. He obviously tried to hand pass the ball as close to the line to take that player out, but it obviously slipped.
This is the Amon one.
Yeah, the Amon one. Yeah, it just took that when that happened. It was just
I don't think that's deliberate at all. I think it's a skill error, and I thought it was, to be honest, fairly obvious that it was a skill error.
Yeah.
The Harris Andrews one. Did you see that one as well?
Run me through it.
So he's given a handball along the deck, probably gone 15 to 20 metres.
Yeah.
It's gone out of bounds and not been called deliberate the other way.
Yeah.
I actually thought, again, this was not deliberate. I thought they were both not deliberate.
Yeah.
But the Hawks one was called deliberate and the Harris Andrews one wasn't, which was unfair.
Yeah.
I would have been happy if they just went consistently both not deliberate, play on. I thought Amon was stiff. Very stiff.
So it'll be interesting how the umpiring comes finals time.
Yeah.
They'll obviously have all those meetings about it. And Easty, just quietly, the commentators kept talking about Gunston playing against his old side. Played 17 games for them and looked almost gone. No, his old side's Hawthorn. Just got on my nerves a bit.
Well, he's not happy about this at all.
No, so, I could just imagine in front of the TV, just going, what?
Frustrated as hell.
Please.
It's not his old side.
But, yeah, good round of footy.
Great round of footy.
Leading into the break now, and then
we're all
getting into our finals,
Finals footy. So, obviously there's no footy this week, so we're not going to do a round preview. So we came up with a couple of little ideas for segments. This one is Eastie's idea, or was your idea?
This was
Eastie's idea.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to go 18 to 9 and give each of the bottom 10 sides a grade for the season.
Yeah.
We're going to start with West Coast. Do you want to? We'll go you, Eastie, and then me.
Do we just give grades and then we'll have a chat?
Yeah, I reckon.
Yeah. West Coast F.
Eastie gave him a C. I gave him a D. Okay. Do you want to justify
that? So first team to lose 23 games in the year. They got hit hard with injuries in terms of their senior players.
Yeah.
But I just think it's the worst. You can't give anything besides a foul.
Yeah.
Like Harley re-signed and they got 3 picks in the first round, so it can lead to a jump. I think they had the right direction with Baker and Graham.
Agree.
And I think they should continue down that path, whether it's Starcevic or maybe a few more.
Yeah.
Starcevic, McIntosh.
Yeah.
Depends that. And then we'll have to place Allen, but it looks like they found it with Job.
Job Shanahan looks...
So that's why I was a bit harsh on the...
I don't think it's that harsh. To be honest, I actually had them as an F and I bumped them up to a D. But you're right, like one win in a season almost has to be an F, doesn't it?
Yeah, of course.
The only reason I bumped them up was just because they started to look like an actual rebuilding team and they did blood 8 debutants.
Yeah.
They got full seasons from Elijah Hewitt, which was huge.
Yep.
And then Rhett Bazzo and Campbell Chesser back on the park is big for them
really
as well. Good. And then same thing I spoke about, Jimby, Baker, Graham and Hoff were all huge ticks, and you re-signed Harley, which was massive.
I did think the first quarter of the Sydney game illustrated the game plan that they wanted to play with.
Yeah.
The whole year.
Yeah.
But it just didn't.
Footy.
Yeah. But so there's signs for hopefully, but
and I guess it's Minnie was thrown in quite late.
Yeah.
I think now he gets a chance to have a full off season. He'll speak with Matty Clark about what they want to do with the list.
Yeah.
Actually have some opinions. He's already started to bring in some of his guys from Melbourne as well.
Yeah.
I think next year will look a lot more cohesive.
Yeah.
Eastie gave him a C. That's a bit higher than both of us. He said that he thinks we all knew this would happen with gun vets like Yo, Waterman, Sheed, Allen and Gov all missing. Winning games would be a challenge, but their game style is easy to understand and very promising. And he wrote that T-Mac, Tom McCarthy, is an A+. He was one I missed as well. Very good, Tom McCarthy.
Yeah.
They nailed that pick in the mid-season draft. So, there you go.
Move on. We'll go to Richmond. We'll went them for a B.
I gave them a B+, and Eastie gave them an A.
No one expected them to win a game.
No.
Like that first game of the season when they beat Carlton there, I was like, holy shit.
I was one of them. I did not expect them to win a single game.
Yeah, but to win 5 games, I thought was pretty impressive. In terms of the list, they went old school rebuild, just culled everyone, go young. And to be honest, they could have easily won 8. They lost to North by 4, they lost to the Giants by 3, and then they lost by Saints by 4.
Yep.
So that has to be seen as a positive. I do think they need some firepower up forward, though. Seth Campbell was their leading goal kicker this year with 28.
Great year, Seth Campbell, yeah.
But
you need more, don't you?
Yeah, that's your leading goal kicker.
Yeah.
It's a bit scary. They have picks 3 and 4 this year, plus Josh Smiley, who I think they didn't get
to see it
all this year, and then the other guns that they've got there, Layla, Tash Hodden.
Yeah, very, very talented.
Yeah. And then it was a positive for them. Bolter got through the curfew just fine.
Yeah.
Tom Lynch calmed down a bit. He wasn't as aggressive, and Dion Prestia got through without tearing a hamstring.
I was actually very surprised that the Meatball had the season he did.
Yeah, I thought he would have had another injury.
Yeah. Eastie gave an A as well. That was higher than both of us, but I think we're all pretty much around the same mark. He touched on the same thing. Some predicted they wouldn't win a game, and with young guns missing, they still got to 5 wins. And he said that Adam Uze looks like he can be a good coach in this league. I agree with that.
Yeah,
I think Uze showed that he was quite a talented coach.
Yeah.
Item down as a B+, same thing, 5 wins after people had them going winless. I thought the Bolter thing was a bit ugly, poorly handled. You're right. By the end of it, they just sort of swept it under the rug and they went with it. But they were able to blood 9 debutants, which was good. Sam Banks, you already touched on. Fantastic year. I thought Seth Campbell had a fantastic year. Nick Vlosten is every chance to be an All-Australian tonight.
For sure.
And then Houghton and Lawler showed heaps. And then the other thing I just had written down at the end was Josh Gibcus and McKelty Lafau got back from long-term injuries, which was another positive for them. So
I think Gibcus will be one.
I think he will too, yeah. So, and I like Lafau as well. So, to be honest, great season for Richmond, really, even though you...
Great season in terms of what everyone thought.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. Not on the results, but I think every Richmond fan would turn around and go, I'm pretty happy.
Yeah. Shin bonus.
Yes,
lead us.
Oh, yeah, I'm happy to kick us off. I gave us a C+.
Yeah.
I thought it was just below a good result, but I think going into the year, people sort of said maybe 6 wins would be a pretty good result, and we got to 5, so I think it was all right. They blooded 5 debutants, 4 from the mid-season draft of the last couple of years, so that was good to see. I thought Parker and Darling worked.
Yep.
I thought Daniel didn't. I think
he's a bit of an interesting one, isn't he?
Gets a lot of the footy still, but his ball use, I think, has gone downhill a fair bit.
And he's not that lockdown defender, is he?
As he gets older, his strength goes. He already doesn't have the height.
Yeah.
So I think he struggles as a defender. Wonder whether he almost gets moved up the ground a bit next year.
Yeah.
And potentially use him on a wing or something like that.
Yeah.
Jackson Archer, Miller Bergman, Coleman Jones, Braden George, Josh Goda, Luke McDonald, Darcy Tucker, George Wardlaw all missed substantial periods. So they were hit pretty hard by injury, and even at the end of the year, they lost Larkey as well.
Yeah.
But I just had written down some of the guys that were ticks. Paul Curtis, amazing year, massive tick. Colby McKercher was really good.
Yep.
Finn O'Sullivan showed a bit. Luke Parker was good. Toby Pink had a
great
patch during the year. Yeah. Harry Shees was obviously a tick. Dylan Stevens, I thought, had a great year.
Yep.
Trembath, we've touched on. And then Sherry and Zerha. Zerha obviously kicked career-high goals. So there were a lot of ticks there.
Yeah.
But the only other thing I had written down was that next year you have to continue to improve.
Yeah,
it can't slide. It can't stagnate. This needs to be an upward trajectory now.
Yeah. And I think Eastie went with, you had some good games, gap between the floor and ceiling, so between those top elite players. If it's this time next year and they're in that same position, it has to be an F.
Yeah, so that's exactly
time to win. Yeah, and I was down a similar path, but they were touted to be lit. They had the potential to rise.
Yeah.
But it was sort of just the same old results, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Larkey and Curtis really took the next step.
Good. I thought that forward line looked a lot more cohesive, which was great to see.
But they just have to commit to playing their guns in their positions.
Yeah,
Pashizu in the midfield, Colby, wherever you see him, I think personally probably midfield. Mm-hmm. Play him or Finn O'Sullivan or who they want, but commit.
Yeah.
Don't play them and spit them to a wing or a half forward.
It's really tough to perform when you're getting thrown around everywhere. And I think that's been the problem for Zane Dersmer as well. Where he's come in and he's played on a wing, or he's come in and had some
and he's got potential.
Forward sub, a lot of potential. Yeah. But these guys, you're right, they need to just Clarko needs to go to them and say, mate, this is the position you're playing.
Yeah.
Learn it.
Lock it down. We'll back you in.
Yeah.
Yeah. And regardless how you play.
Yeah.
And they tried around their first pick this year.
Yeah.
So that was a bit hard, but yeah.
Apparently so Gold Coast will obviously trade their first rounder out this year, given they've got academy bids that they want to use. So apparently North are one of the teams that are looking at trading for Gold Coast's first round pick.
Would they get trade future or players?
Probably future, I would say.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But yeah, all right. Well, let's start with Eastie for Essendon. He gave them a C+. He said it's hard to judge their year based on their injuries, but giving a plus due to finding some hidden talent. I gave him a B. I sort of thought the same thing.
Yeah.
Tough year with injuries, sure, but I was happy with the successful change of their mindset. They could have played the woe is me card and going, oh, I think we would have been a finals team without the injuries and pretended that they would have been better. Instead, they lent into the switch of their goals and they blooded a record 15 debutants.
Yep.
And found a couple in there, I think.
Yep.
They've got picks 5 and 6 with plenty to come back from injury next year. I think they also need
5
to
and
be
6.
Pick 5 and 6. They got Melbourne's first round pick as well.
Okay.
So they should hopefully find some stars there. We talked about how they've got a lot, but they don't have, besides merit, they don't have a young superstar.
Yeah.
Picks 5 and 6, you should hopefully be able to find one with that.
Yeah, at least one.
At least one.
Yeah.
And the other thing I had written down was they're another team that need to be ruthless, I think, with their delistings. A lot of plotters on that list.
Yeah. They started off the year pretty well. They were 6 out of 10.
Yep.
They were just outside of 8 in rounds 9 and 10 by just a little bit of percentage. Yeah, well, you touched on. They don't have a lot of firepower, do they?
No. Like, there's a lot of talented kids there.
Yeah.
But there's no Dacos there. There's no Darcy there. There's no Bont there.
Yeah.
They need a star.
I was thinking about them the other day, and I was thinking about their back line. Ridley, Roberts, Reed.
Yeah.
Nick Martin, if he goes back there, that's where I think he plays best. Redmond and McGrath. I think they can work for a top 8 team next year. But it's just, you got to decide whether you want to be that top 8 team or whether we're going to go back to basics. But I think, it was just so hard because they got hit hard with the injuries. And even later in the year when there was like 3 weeks to go and then they had 3 go down, Parrish, Reed went again.
Makes it so
tough. It was
tough.
just so hard. But like you said, I think they need a big shake-up.
Yep.
And, at least the kids have had a run now, so you know what you got.
Yeah.
So...
yeah, it's almost a blessing in disguise with the injuries where they're actually able to blood all these kids. And some of them I think we see a bit in. So
yeah.
Do you want to start us off with Melbourne?
Yeah, I went for a D with Melbourne. Yep. When I was trying to think of some notes, I was just like,
boring.
They lost their coach.
Yeah.
They won Premiership 4 years ago. It looks like Petrarca, Oliver May, Levi all lost their spark.
Agree, yeah.
I think they all need change-ups.
Yeah.
I think Petrarca, maybe Hawks, Oliver, get him into a new midfield.
Been linked to Geelong in the past, potentially.
I think May's been linked to maybe Bulldogs, who we said are missing that big fullback.
Yeah. Lever's been linked to North.
They've got no forwards.
Nah, this has been a problem for a while. So.
Yeah, so they need to address that. Max is holding down the club
he
at
really
this stage.
is.
So.
Yeah, credit to him.
Only positive I saw is just Langford, Lindsay, Windsor at times, but they dropped him even. Yeah. Like even their first round picks from last year, Windsor, Tholstrup.
Yeah, haven't shown.
Yeah, Cully and Bowie, I think were pretty good towards the end of the Cully at Bowie at the end of the year.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be painful.
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
I don't see a lot of sunshine and rainbows.
There's no greener pastures coming. I think they need to be ruthless as well. I wrote the same thing. I gave them an F. I thought, given the list and where it's at, they don't really have anything in the cupboard coming through. Yeah. They've got no first round pick this year. They're aging. I thought this type of list needs to be competing, and they were so far off that. I think this is like a disaster of the highest order. The only positives I could find were Gawn and Cozzy having all Australian seasons.
Yeah.
But like you said, Petrarca looked way down. Oliver the same, May and Lever. Goodwin sacked. Everything went wrong.
Yeah.
I think everything went wrong, and they need to. We've spoken about it already, but we'll double down. They need to trade these guys while they've got value. Because if they don't, it's going to be, like you said, it's going to be a painful couple couple of years.
And Eastie gave them a D as well.
Yep.
So, Port Adelaide.
Port Adelaide, an interesting one. I can start us off here. I gave him an F as well.
Yep.
I just thought, you played in a prelim last year. You were almost in a grand final, and you've dropped to 13th in this weird handover with Ken and Carr. It never seems to work, the handover.
They probably started it.
Yeah,
Started the downfall, yeah.
Agreed. I thought guys like Jace Burgoyne stagnated. Ryan Burton went backwards, and now he's been delisted. Willem Drew went backwards. Kane Farrell, Horne-Francis, Mead, all these guys seem to go backwards a bit. They didn't get anything out of Lukosius, really, who they gave up a first-round pick for. Todd Marshall, they got absolutely nothing out of. Pau Pepper with the ACL injury. So they struggled with having some of those guys out. But they can't solely rely on Rosie Butters and Georgiades.
Yep.
It's not enough. You've got stars there.
That's
absolutely.
who I had. Those are their positives. They've got Butters. They've got Rosie. Georgiades took a real big leap.
Yep.
But Horne-Francis keeps getting injured.
Yeah.
Besides that, who's really there? You can go to your Bergmans, you can go to your Farrells, but...
Yeah, and they're good players.
Yeah.
But that's 2 players. You need 15 of these guys. I wrote as well that it's time for Horne-Francis to become a superstar. We talk about Rosie, Butters, Georgiades. He needs to be the 4th one there. They need him to absolutely fire next year.
But is it... Have you got all your eggs in one basket there? Your midfield's elite.
Elite.
Or
probably
if you play Rosie at half-back.
Well, yeah, that's true. But, yeah,
But then what do you got besides that? So I gave Port a D.
Yep.
I don't see much. It's just too unreliable from everyone else.
Agree.
And EC went with a C as well.
Yeah, same thing. Prelim to missing finals is a pretty poor result.
Yeah. Saints, I gave them a C.
Mm-hmm.
Eastie gave them a B.
And I gave them an A.
There you go.
You want me to start it off?
Sure. Let's hear it.
I thought that they found so much talent this year in Boxall, Hall, Turret. We already spoke about how much talent they found.
Yeah.
And to be honest, their whole season, I thought was based around Naz becoming arguably the best player in the game.
Yeah.
And just them keeping him.
Yeah.
Almost gave it an A for that. That was the one goal. They weren't going to play finals.
Yeah.
They had one goal this year, which was to re-sign Naz, and they did it. They've got to get Max King healthy for next year.
Yeah.
Have to. But if they can, I think they've actually set themselves up to add to the list over the off-season and push for finals footy next year, which we spoke about. So I thought it was a win for them.
So I was probably a bit harsher on the C side, but I just thought I'm optimistic for next year, but this year a few wins I think helped them look better than what they were.
Yeah.
They're the only team to lose to West Coast this year.
Yeah.
So, but my points here, like you said, the future looks, the blonde boys look good.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Philippou needs to get right with Wilson, Garcia, Owens.
Yeah.
And then, if we got that NAS effect, then they start getting some free agents.
Yeah. I think
bit of watch out, I think.
Yeah.
But,
Eastie gave him a B, and he just said the same thing. The fact that they kept Naz and finished so strongly gives their fan base some hope.
Yeah. Navy Blues. Are we all?
Look at this.
Nice.
Wow.
Triple banger.
D,
D, and D.
All Ds. You want to start us off?
Sure. Finals last year. And I think this year it just felt like they're hoping week by week.
Yeah.
They're just trying to get through. Without both of Kernell Mackay and what we touched on before, who do you kick to?
Yeah, there's just not. There's nothing there.
The midfield needs a dasher, so I think Walsh was obviously a big out.
And looked pretty good when he returned, but he's had a few issues over his time.
But I think he still leads back that same issue. You got your good midfield, Kerno, Cripps, Walsh, Chera, Hewitt.
Hewitt had a great year.
And then where else do you go? Your forward line and your back line.
Yeah.
But obviously their fringe players just aren't what you need to be a finals team.
Yeah, it's their bottom 10, isn't it?
Yeah. Next year though, who knows? You got Nick Newman, Jagger Smith.
Jagger, I'm really excited about seeing.
And a first round pick.
They don't have their first.
They don't have it.
I think Hawthorn have it, right?
Yes, that's right, because they traded for Jagger last year. So they actually don't have a first round pick. But those those two probably aren't enough to make a difference. TDK's gone, Silvani's gone. what happens with Kerno Mackay, it's probably a little bit scary.
Yeah, I think we keep preaching it, but you've just got to make a call.
Yeah.
Do we think we can win a flag? If not, let's cash in now, because you can rebuild around a Jagger Smith and a first round pick if you get it for Kerno, and a first round pick if you get it for Mackay, and all of a sudden
choose
there's
that
something
path.
coming in. Yeah, but you're right. You've got to choose that path, and you've got to choose it now.
Yeah, of course.
Before Tassie. Before Tassie, yeah, exactly right. D as well. I said that same thing. So Akers went backwards. Cripps, I think, went backwards from his Brownlow year last year. Sard went backwards, and Doc did the same. And now Doc's obviously retired.
Yeah,
they're losing DeConning and Silvani, so they're already losing soldiers. I think Kerno and Mackay are every chance to go, so it's only going to get worse.
Yeah.
I do think Nick Haynes, George Hewitt, and Zach Williams all.
Yeah, Haynes was good this year.
Haynes was good. He's a good
underrated.
Kicker. Yeah. But they got nothing from Elijah Hollins, Brody Kemp, Matt Cottrell, Nick Newman, Jagger Smith, and Sam Walsh until the end of the year. Like you pointed out, Harry O'Farrell and Hudson O'Keefe and Moya, quite like. So there's something there.
Is it enough? We don't know.
It's not enough, I don't think, yet. But and obviously no first round pick yet until potentially Kerno and Mackay go. Actually, they will have a first round pick with a DeConning compensation. That's what they will get. So you've got to nail that pick, though. You've got to absolutely nail that pick.
10. I think it's around 10.
Yeah, it will be. So, and EC said the same thing. Also a D. High hopes for finals with a healthy list, but the club's in turmoil and losing players. I think that's fair.
Yeah. Sydney, EC said, I'm not doing that. So
I just noticed that. He's got Sydney and then nothing.
So maybe he's gone for SY and then D.
Yeah, we'll say D. No.
We'll leave him out. This one. Sydney, I gave a B.
Yep, I went C minus. Do you want to kick us off?
Yeah, I think it all started off shit.
Yeah.
When Dean Cox said, boys, let's do a 2K'er. Let's run the 2K'er.
And then
they come back. Let's run another one. It's just, who does two 2Ks in a row?
I've never seen it. I forgot that happened.
That's what kicked the season off.
Yeah, that's a blow to the ego of a lot of guys.
Obviously they got hit with injuries. With Gordon, it is huge.
Yeah. Speaking of getting off to a bad start.
Yeah, they had that fun run towards the end of the year until they lost to the Giants, where they won those few in a row. I think they'll be okay next year.
Yeah, great.
Like when everyone's healthy, but we've spoken about it before. They need one or two full forwards. They need someone proper. You can't rely on McDonald and Marty McLean, Francis Hamling. Just not going to cut it.
No, but I think that's almost a positive in that the blueprint is quite simple for them.
Yeah,
everyone seems to know exactly what they need.
But if they just get that forward, I reckon it's perfect.
I think it's perfect, yeah. Yeah, look, I had a C minus. It was disappointing to go from a grand final to 10th with a coaching change. They had a lot of injuries, but same sort of thinking. It's just a gap year. I think they'll be back next year with full seasons from guys like Amati, Fox, Errol, McDonald, Mills, Papley, and Adams. They all missed significant time. They were hit pretty hard. But same thing. They need a key forward desperately, whether that's Kerno, Mackay, Ugle-Hagan. I thought Grundy and Mills and Heaney's second half of the seasons were awesome.
Yeah.
And the only other thing I had written down was, can you cash in on a Jake Lloyd, who was not necessarily in their best 22 towards the back end of the year? Ollie Florent got dropped as well.
They even flicked out Matt Roberts.
Matt Roberts as well, yeah, it's a good point. So whether or not these guys are still in their plans for next year, whether you want to keep them as depth pieces.
I reckon there's value there, but
there might be
someone would take them.
I think they would, yeah. Matt Roberts especially, I think, has a lot of talent. So, yeah there you go. Last one.
I think this could be quite universal. It's a fail from Bulldogs.
It is. It's a fail.
Missing the 8th. Your team's just your list is too good.
Way too good to be missing finals, yeah.
But, I don't know. Your list is good. So what actually does have to change? Is it a game plan?
I actually couldn't point to the problem. I don't really know what it is because you're right, the talent is off the charts.
Maybe just a slow start?
Potentially, yeah. They went 2-9 against top 8 sides, which is quite frankly pathetic.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're sort of sitting here and we don't know what the answer is, but whether it's coaching. Is it Bevo? They seem to trust Bevo. They gave him an extension.
We've said the fullbacks. I said they might get Stephen May next year, but I don't know. It's interesting.
It is. You've got
they had to play Treloar in the final.
I think they did. Yeah, I think that was a mistake. Yeah, he had 40 and in like 60% game time the week before.
And
that's a guy who's got finals experience. Like, he just had to
sub,
even if it's sub, yeah.
But disappointing from the Bulldogs.
Very disappointing. Like, you've got the Bont's the best player in the game. You've got Darcy and Norton, who both finished in the top 10 of the Coleman.
You've got so Ed Richards,
That's
Bailey
three
Dale.
Australian squad mids. English is a top 5 ruck. Bailey Dale. Like, there is talent everywhere here.
Bont just deserves so much better.
He does. He really does. It's such a good point. Yeah, it's such a good point. The only other thing I had written down was, so Wakeman, they'll get back next year. I think he's more important than people give him credit for.
Yeah, I think so.
Ugle-Hagan, whether they get anything for him, it's kind of seeming like maybe not, and what they get out of Treloar next year as well.
He's a free agent, so
that's true.
He could be on the move.
They'll have their exit interviews presumably today and tomorrow.
Yep.
So yeah, it's going to be fascinating to see what they do, because I think we've spoken about it most weeks. We don't really know where the improvement comes from.
Nah.
So what they do will be fascinating. East, he obviously did this before last night's game, so he had Gold Coast or Western Bulldogs, but he gave them both an F. He said he doesn't care which one it is. They both failed horribly by not making finals, and I think that is fair. Do you want to lead us off for the last segment?
The
second last segment?
Yeah, so now we'll look at the positives of the season.
Yep.
And we're going to give each team a percentage that we think they can win the flag.
Yep.
So I went quite whole numbers.
Yep.
I think you have as well.
Sort of, yeah.
And you faded towards it.
Yeah.
Started getting
ran out of
technical. But, I think... Do you want to kick off?
Yeah, I can kick us off. We'll start with Adelaide.
We're going ladder order?
Yeah, I think let's go ladder order.
Okay.
If that's all right with you.
I went percentage order, but that's okay. Yeah.
So I gave him 20% chance to win. So we're allocating out of 100%. I gave him 20% chance to win the flag. I think that it's probably going to come from one of those top 3 sides.
Yeah.
They've shown that they're the best team all year. I do wonder about missing Rankin and how much that affects them.
Yeah.
And also, I think that most teams that win the flag, the year before that, they have to have a loss almost. You have to have a go, and you don't get there, and then you climb to the top of the table. And this is, like we spoke about, their first final series since 2017. There's probably not a lot of guys there besides Tex and maybe Brodie Smith that were there the last time they were there.
Yeah.
And maybe Rory Laird as well.
Yeah.
So there's not a lot of guys there that experience this. So I think it might be a case of this is the year they get there.
Yep.
But then next year's the year where they really, really compete.
Yeah, and I think I agree. I think Rankin, I gave him 10% chance. I think Rankin's influence hits him too hard. The weekend was nothing to go by, obviously, but I think Thriller's ready to go for finals. Yeah. But besides, I just don't see like Fogarty and Tex just being those real finals players. Their midfield, or their captain at least, I think Eastie at that point as well, Jordan Dawson, he can just win games off side of his own back.
Yeah, absolutely, he can.
Who else is going to... Like, they don't have the finals experience.
Yeah.
Saligo sometimes is here, there.
Yeah.
Peatling.
It's a relatively young group still.
Yeah, so I think a good deep finals run this year, and then give them a red hot crack next year.
Agreed, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to go with your...
Yeah, Geelong. Geelong are my favourites. 30%.
Me too.
So they have to be finals. They've got the double chance.
Yep.
So they're down at the MCG this week.
Yep.
Yeah, they've got firepower around the ground. You got from backline you got Smith, your midfield, backline you got Stewart, midfield you got Smith, forward line you got Cameron.
Yeah.
Multiple people can kick you goals. Cameron, Neil, Stengel, Myers.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
Everywhere.
Manor.
Yeah, so I think the underrated people like Myers, Guthrie, Holmes, Neil, Dempsey, Atkins, Bowes, man, they're all important cogs.
Like we speak about a lot of clubs bottom 10. Geelong's bottom 10 guys
still
would
pretty
be top
good.
10 guys in a lot of clubs.
Still pretty good. And then they can even, like, worst case scenario, they find themselves in a bit of trouble or someone that's having too much impact. Tag him out. You got Mullen and O'Connor, who they use, and they use them well.
Yeah,
so
100%.
Yeah, I like Geelong.
Agree. Yeah, I had 30% as well. I think they're my favourites. it's a bit boring, Geelong. They're always there. But, and AC said the same thing. He said, look, it's the Cats. Duh. Yeah. This is who they are. And so some teams like Gold Coast and Adelaide, it's like, you got to prove it to us.
Yeah.
Geelong's like, you got to prove us the other way.
Yeah, that you're not going to win.
Yeah. Until you show us that you're not that side anymore, I'm just going to go into every year going, the Cats will be there.
Yeah.
So, every chance they are the favourite. Brisbane.
I went for 20%.
Yep.
Eastie's gone 25%.
Yep. And I've gone 30%. So a bit
different. They're all ranked up. But yeah, it has to be second favourites. And then their form recently.
Yep.
It's hard. If they get a prelim at the Gabba, it's hard to deny them that they're going to go to the grand final.
That's right. Yeah, they've got a nice pathway there.
Yeah, great run without Neil and Berry.
Yeah. And so Neil was supposedly he was out for the regular season, but back for finals?
I think so. But then I saw a report that I think... but it's next week. Yes, I think he's back.
He might be back. So that's massive for them.
That's huge.
Absolutely huge. Because Zach Bailey's gone in there the last couple of weeks and done an outstanding job.
Yeah.
The ability to just flick him back forward and bring Lockie Neal in is unreal.
We talk about who's their firepower up forward.
Yeah.
But they still had so many shots against the Hawks.
Yeah.
So why not? Why can't they go? Like, they got the firepower. I love the Rayner firepower.
Yep.
He didn't touch it in the first quarter and was amazing. Wilmot, Fletcher, the Ashcrofts. They've got the team to do it again.
A lot of depth. Another side who's bottom 10 is seriously talented. And I think those two sides, Geelong and Brisbane, are showing the blueprint. They do have stars as well, but it's about the depth. It's about those bottom 10 guys who are still really talented. Like you said, the Gabba's such a fortress. It's pretty hard for them to lose there. Hawthorn put in a serious crack on the weekend and still couldn't get it done. It's tough to win there.
Yeah.
And they'll likely play, a qualifying final and then probably a prelim there as well.
Yeah.
So I think my pick for the grand final is Geelong and Brisbane, and I've got them equal playing field, both a 30% chance to win the flag.
Yeah.
Eastie said 25%. He said they're his favourites. Reigning premiers for a reason. They've got too many stars and too many that can step up in the big moments. And I think that's a good point.
Fair.
Guys like Rayner, Bailey, they are big moments players.
Yeah, and they do it on the big stage.
That's right. Yeah. You want to give us your Collingwood?
Yeah, Collingwood. I reckon that we can all sort of come across the board here. The reasoning behind it. I went a little bit higher. I went 15%.
Yep.
Eastie's gone 10%.
I've gone the same, 10%.
10%. And I think it's just Collingwood.
It is,
they've had a week off, and I think this could be what they need, a little reset.
Yep.
And, you can pretty much leave it like that. I think all you need, it's sort of like, why not?
It is,
They finished with that top four, so they got that double chance. So they've already got that luck on their side. It's if anyone's going to do it and look as dismal as they have, it'd be them.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think they look horrible. They're in a shocking run of form.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's Collingwood.
But you can just see, Collingwood, you just, on these big stages, you see the two Dacos brothers stand up.
Yeah.
And then you'll have, Pendles and Sidebottom and Degoe, and then you just go...
They're a team that you can just picture, close game. They just find a way.
And they'll win.
And they win a qualifying final by 2 points.
Yeah.
And then they win a prelim by 3 points, and they're there.
Yeah.
You can just see them scrapping their way somehow. Craig McRae inspires the group.
Quainer will do some spoil.
You can just picture it. It's not... Doesn't look like it at all, as opposed to those other three top four sides. But you can still picture it because they've done it before.
Yeah, of course. And, I think it's, pretty universal, that.
Yeah.
GWS. So I think we all had the top four. I was obviously the top 4%.
Look, it's hard to win from outside the top four without the double chance. It's very difficult to win.
Yep.
So you went 5%.
I went 5%.
Eastie gave him 10% actually, but he said no Hogan, no hope.
So
we'll see if he's back. I think he did some running across the course of the week this week.
Yep.
I gave him 3% as well. I sort of think it is just that. It's really, really tough to win from outside the top four, especially with a top four with three really established sides and the minor premiers of Adelaide. It's going to be very difficult. They do have the home final against the Hawks. I think regardless of who wins it, it's going to be pretty big ask to win the next week.
Yeah.
But the Giants, they do have firepower all over the ground. They do have a lot of star talent. You spoke about Ash and Whitfield. They get a lot of the ball. They got a lot of guys that get a lot of the ball. And whether their impact is truly felt with those disposals, this is their chance to show that.
And prove everyone wrong.
Yeah.
But I just feel like it doesn't seem to have a hype this year.
No.
Like, obviously, I think Hogan, Kelly, and Stringer back adds another dimension to them.
Yeah.
But even if they win this week against the Hawks, I just think the week after, playing away from home just seems hard for them.
Yeah, agree.
I don't think they maybe first round win and then but like you said, it's hard to win outside the 8.
It is very difficult. And on that topic, Freo, you've got them 5%.
5%.
Eastie's got them 5%. I've got them 4%.
Yeah.
Pretty much universal.
Yeah.
Same thing. It's hard to win from outside the 8.
I just think Tyrone gets tagged out of games too easily.
Yeah.
Obviously, we mentioned it before, Hayden Young makes a huge difference.
Huge.
And can definitely add another element to their team.
Yeah.
Their full forwards are just iffy for me. I think Jai Miss had a really good game on
he did.
the weekend, but I don't think he does that again this week.
Yeah. Eastie said he doesn't like their game plan of the slow play, and I think that's probably fair in finals footy.
Yeah.
Everything goes up a notch. It's chaotic. It's it's frantic.
And to be able to slow it down is hard.
Yeah, very, very difficult. And there's sides that thrive under the chaos, like a Brisbane and Geelong. They actually play really good footy in that fast style.
Yeah.
In saying that, I think Freo are my sort of the team I feel best about from that 5 to 8 range.
Yeah.
But look, it's I keep saying it's hard to win from outside the top 4.
Yeah.
And I don't really see a team doing it. No. But Hawthorn.
Hawthorn, I'm probably a little bit biased, but I'll go 10%.
Yep. Okay.
Eastie's gone 4%.
I gave them 2%.
And I agree with Will Day is huge.
Yes,
he makes a big difference. Massive. And I think we asked Hawks still 1 or 2 midfielders, A-class midfielders away from really contending.
Agree.
But I just feel if they get Weddle back and they've got the 4 talls playing, the mosquito fleet's up and about.
Yep.
Then I just feel like they, as we saw last year with their run, they're just that dangerous. So a bit of momentum, a bit of, say, cockiness behind them. I think that just puts them in good stead and sort of why not.
Agree. Yeah, I think they actually play a really sort of finals brand of footy. I think they're a team that can step up under that bracket of the season, under that period of the season. But I just think, I think the 4 tall forwards isn't probably the answer. But I don't know if they know which of the 4 is the answer yet. I think that's their challenge for next year. And like you said, I think they need to find a star.
I think you dropped Lewis.
Yeah, I think Lewis, he was subbed out on the weekend. Yeah. So he's probably the one.
And Bruce, I don't think makes it 22.
Yeah, possibly sub again, but
he's a bit. But I think their backline will be able to hold up.
Agree, yeah.
But just the midfield battle each week when you're coming across elite midfields, you just can't be getting smashed week in, week out and just keep expecting the backline just to hold up and hold up and hold up.
Eventually the downwell's going to break.
It's going to get in.
Yeah.
So,
agree. And lastly, Gold Coast, I gave them 1%. Eastie gave them 1%.
I gave them 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, without a home final, looks a bit shaky. Last night I thought they were pretty good.
Yeah. They were, for sure.
We had that conversation about their elites, Anderson Rao, Miller, and Witts, who's next. Can people stand up in Humphrey and Noble? And I think it'd just be a good chance for them just to get a bit of finals experience, and that's it.
100%. And to be honest, they've already won.
Yeah.
Like they're making finals is their win.
Yeah.
They'll probably go out there against Freo and just play freely. Just it's finals footy, lads. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
Go out and
absorb it, take it in, learn.
Experience it, because this isn't going to be our year.
Yeah.
But next year could be, or the year after could be.
For sure.
So this is their first taste. I think Dimmer Hardwick is a perfect coach to have for them going into this. He's experienced it more than arguably any other coach has at the moment.
Yep.
And he's won 3 flags. Like he knows exactly what he needs to get out of them.
Yep.
But agree. I think this isn't the year. Next year or the year after could be.
Yeah.
Beauty. All right. Do you want to? This next segment is yours. Do you want to take it away?
We're doing so we will draft. So just as it's then before we're going to go 5 players each. So Easty gets 5. I get 5, Den gets 5.
Yeah.
But because we're missing Mr. Kardashian Lips, we'll just go with Den and I to go 10.
Yeah.
So we'll just go snakes just back and forth, or
I reckon. We're doing paper, scissors,
rock for first pick, eh?
All right, here we go. Ready?
Paper, scissors, rock. Nice.
You're right. You're going to start.
First pick of the 2021 draft, I'm going Nick Daicos.
Okay, interesting.
So,
I feel like there was 2 guys there that you could pick.
Yep.
You went Daicos. I think that's probably the correct decision.
Yep.
Pick 2, I'm just going to take the other guy, and that's Nasiah Wanganeen-Milera.
Oh, okay. Nice. That's a good call. So my pick 2 that I originally had.
Okay.
And we'll be taking with my second selection,
mm-hmm.
Sam Darcy.
Yeah, fair enough. There's probably 3 guys.
You know what? Probably for now you take Nas.
Yeah,
for
but
future,
now you've got a mid and a key forward.
Yeah, so now I'm just line up.
But
because
I don't think I can win.
Yeah, but like you said on the weekend, he got stopped.
He did, yeah, that's true.
It does show you can't stop him.
Absolutely, yeah, you sure can. Pick 3, I'm going to take a guy to go in my spine as well. I'm going to take Mac Andrew. So I get the key defender of the draft as well.
Okay.
So I've got a mid and a key defender, and you've got a mid and a key forward.
I think I'm just doing a St Kilda version here.
Oh, yeah?
And I'm just going, give me the highest rated player.
Yeah.
So you've got Nas and Mac.
Nas and Mac.
My pick 3, I'm going to keep adding to my guts.
Mm-hmm.
And a guy that I'm real high on at the moment.
Yep.
Finn Callaghan.
You are real high on this guy at the moment.
Yeah, I love him.
I think
he's got that speed. He's got that pace through the midfield.
Nice
He'll
burst.
break lines for you.
Yeah.
I reckon.
Good player. Yeah. Starting to build a good midfield there. I'm going to do the same and add to my midfield, but this guy's got every bit of talent forward of the footy as well. Can go inside 51 out on his own. I think you know who I'll be taking, and it's Jason Horne-Francis.
Yeah, that was my next pick. I think, if he can get right and get firing,
he'll
be good.
Yeah. Star talent. Now it gets interesting. I feel.
Yeah, it gets very interesting because are we including mid-season picks?
I believe so. Yes, and your boy's in there.
Okay, we're including mid-season picks. You know what? I'm going to hold out at him because I'm going to go pick 4.
Yep.
Darcy Wilmot.
I
love Darcy Wilmot. Yeah. Like I thought he was awesome on the weekend, and I just. Yeah, I think he can defend. Yep. He can break lines. He can be impactful. Darcy Wilmot, pick 4.
I like it. I am going to add to my forward line stocks a bit here. This is another homer pick by me.
Yep.
But I love this guy, and I think he's starting to become a superstar small forward. I'm going to take Paul Curtis.
Yeah, okay. This pick. Good pick. He's definitely down the line for me. So I think he's definitely smart, and I think he'll only continue to keep developing.
Yes.
Pick 5 for me. Oh, I got 2.
Can't decide.
I'm going to take a man who we've mentioned quite a bit this podcast as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going Sam Banks.
Sam Banks, I like it.
I think he can turn into something.
A real good player, yeah.
I think this year showed. And there's another few midfielders that were left here. I'm going to take him.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's a good pick. I'm going to do you dirty here, I think. And with my next pick, I'm going to add to my midfield, and I'm going to take mid-season pick Jai Newcombe with pick 5.
Okay.
Your boy?
Yeah. Who would have thought? Who would have thought?
But you've taken 5?
I've taken 5.
Do you want to take a break halfway and just say who you've got?
Yeah, so 5? My 5 first, Nick Daicos, Sam Darcy, Finn Callaghan, Darcy Wilmot, and Sam Banks.
It's a good list. I've got Wanganeen-Milera, Mac Andrew, Horne-Francis, Paul Curtis, and Jai Newcombe.
Yeah, solid. It's all very well-rounded.
Good start of the draft, yeah.
Well, after that break, I'll let you go.
Okay, that's a good call, actually. I like that.
A bit of fairness on the kick-ons.
I think that's a good call. All right, I'm looking through the list here. I reckon... So I've got 2 to 3 midfielders. I've got a key back and a small forward. I reckon my next pick, I'm going to take a key forward. I don't have one yet. This guy is still developing. He was very good on the weekend. He's probably had a down year, but I think the talent is still there. And I'm going to take Jai Amos.
Yeah, okay.
My next pick. I need a key forward. Jai Amos.
I'll be honest, I didn't have him on my list here.
Probably fair, to be honest.
Yeah.
I probably should have.
I did it this year, so it just threw me off a bit.
Yeah, no, that's probably fair.
Yeah, he showed last year.
Yeah, the talent's still there, 100%.
Yeah. For my sixth pick, I think I'm going to get you in a bit of a technicality here.
Oh, okay.
I'm going with Nick Martin.
Oh, SSP signing. I like that.
Yeah, he was signed on the.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Nick Martin picks. You can throw him half back, throw him half forward.
I think that might be a draft winner right there. That's a fantastic pick by you.
Yeah.
All right, my next pick. I think I'm going to stay down forward.
Yep.
And I think I'm just going to go with the next best small forward available, and I think that is Josh Rochelle.
Yep.
I'm going to pick Josh Rochelle.
Solid. I think he will definitely be something.
Him and Paul Curtis down there. Pretty good small forward crop.
Yeah. Oh, see now, do I keep going down the midfield or should I start banking up somewhere else?
Who are your mids at the moment?
I think I'm going to put Dacos and Callahan in there.
Yeah.
And then, Wilmot backline, Banks, halfback, Nick Martin on the wing or half forward.
Maybe need another mid.
Or...
Not to influence your decision at all.
Oh, you know what? Let me go down the forward line. Give me down the forward line.
Mm-hmm.
Give me Connor McDonald.
I like it.
He was a late pick. I think it was around 26.
Yep, correct.
But, give me a little zippy small forward.
I like it. I do like it. I'm going to stay down forward as well. I'm going to make sure Horn Francis stays in my midfield. He's not going to play forward, and I'm going to go Kai Lohman here.
Yeah, nice.
Another small forward. I think my small forward crop is...
He's an underrated little bugger down there, isn't he? All right, let me go my midfield. Oh, there's sort of three players that... Jake Saligo, pick 8.
Yeah, like it. Good pick.
Yeah, I think he...
Young emerging mid.
He obviously, for me, he has his times.
Yep.
But, he does enough for me to select him.
I think that's fair. My 9th pick, I'm going to take a midfielder here, but I'm actually going to play him off half-back. He's done it a little bit in the past. Sam Durham.
Nice.
Another mid-season pick.
Yeah, real good.
Take Durham, and he's going to play off half-back for me.
Yeah, and he's that in and under type.
Yeah, real scrappy like.
So, before we get into our final 2 picks,
mm-hmm.
doing a recap, or should we just
go I've only got 1 pick left.
So you got to... Okay, let me take one. Yeah, let's finish our picks and then we'll recap.
Yeah.
Okay, where's my list here? You know what?
Still some talent in there.
I think I'm going St Kilda method here, man.
Yep.
I'm just going to take best player. I'm going to pick 9, Marcus Windhager.
I like it. Yeah.
He can tag. He can play wing, I suppose.
Yep.
Darcy can play forward.
Yeah.
I'm probably getting a lot of goals kicked on me here, but...
Look, to be honest, I haven't addressed my back line very well either. So I've got Mac Andrew.
Yeah.
All right, so
the last pick.
So do we want to go through our team before our last pick, or do we want to just take it and then we'll go
take it and then we'll recap?
All right, I think with my last pick, I do need to address the back line.
Yeah.
There's not a heap of options. I do like Tom Brown of Richmond, Matty Roberts, kind of down year. I think the guy I'm going to take is a lockdown defender. North boy, really like his talent. Jackson Archer.
Yeah, nice.
Pick.
Yeah.
Lockdown defender.
Yeah, it's smart. Very smart. I'm going to have to follow you in terms of the back line.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of what I'm looking at here, Lee Kalia.
Yep.
Tom Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Brady Hoff.
Brady Hoff is a good option.
Matt Roberts.
Jace
or even
Burgoyne,
Jace Burgoyne.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna... I think it's between Tom Brown and Hoff for me at this stage.
Yep.
Tom Brown for potential.
Very, very talented.
Brady Hoff, that lockdown, can maybe spit through the mid if we want to put Dacos forward.
That's right.
Give me Brady Hoff.
Brady Hoff it is.
Yeah.
So Tom Brown, undrafted. Angus Sheldrick, Jacob Van Rooyen, Matt Johnson, Jesse Motlop. Just going through the list here, there's a couple of guys. Brady Hoff doesn't get drafted. Oh, did you take Brady Hoff there?
Yeah, as picked.
Yeah, so he did get picked. Mitch Owens, not in the draft?
Yep, I had him on the list as well. Josh Ward was another one we missed.
Yep.
But I don't think he breaks through. Lee Kalia, Tom Brown, Sheldrick, Neil Erasmus, Matt Roberts, Mitch Owens, and Jace Burgoyne.
Yeah.
And there was others
Keating
like...
as well in the mid-season.
Yeah, I think Daniel Turner, who's sort of come on towards this year, Sharman.
Yeah, so there's some talent there.
Yeah.
All right, do you want to read your list out?
So...
Or do we want to go like a line by line and compare?
No, we'll just go our lists.
All right, read your list.
Because we haven't really gone good line by line, have we? So pick 1, I went Nick Dacos. 2, Sam Darcy. 3, Finn Callahan. 4, Darcy Wilmot. 5, Sam Banks. 6, Nick Martin. 7, Connor McDonald. 8, Jace Saligo. 9, Marcus Windhager. And pick 10, Brady Huff to round out the house.
Pretty good team.
Yeah, it's not a bad list.
Good team. You've done well. I went with 1, Nasiah Wanganeen-Millera, Mac Andrew, Jason Horn-Francis, Paul Curtis, Jai Newcomb, Jai Amiss, Josh Rochelle, Kai Lohman, Sam Durham, and Jackson Archer with my final pick. I think we've done well there.
I think that's a good battle.
It is a good battle. We'll have to put a poll up on the socials.
Yeah.
Get people to vote and see who won.
Because I think you locked me down pretty good.
Yeah, I think I've gone...
Because I think because Andrew can...
Mac Andrew could sit on Sam Darcy.
Yeah, and then Jackson Archer can lock down his pick. Do you reckon he can even run through the midfield with Nick Dacos?
Do a tagging job, you reckon?
Yeah.
I could see it. I could absolutely see it. And I think my small forward crop, Paul Curtis, Rochelle, Kai Lohman.
Exciting.
Very good. Very exciting.
Yeah.
I think your midfield probably slightly better. Wanganeen-Millera, Horn-Francis, and Newcomb for me. You've got Dacos,
I've got Dacos, Callahan, Saligo.
Probably fairly evenly made.
Yeah, that's pretty even.
Yeah, we'll have to... Your tall for obviously
yours
Darcy.
is a bit more brute.
Yeah.
Mine's a bit more sort of, not outsider, but run dash fun.
Yeah. No, I think we've done
about
very
fun
well.
over here.
We are about fun. No, well done. I think that's a win, and we'll have to get the results, or maybe we'll let Eastie decide.
Yeah, actually, he can be the decider.
Yeah, let's do that, and we'll come back next week with the results.
Cool. I think we've done pretty well without our.
I think so.
Decider, but
co-host.
We'll go drop him off a cup of chicken noodle soup
with a straw or something that he can eat. No, well done, mate. I think we've done pretty well there. Thanks for listening to episode 3 of the Kickouts and Kick-Ons podcast. We appreciate it. We'll be back next week before finals start with a third host as well.
Touch wood.
See if he's here. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube, follow the Spotify, and follow the socials as well.
Yep.
Thanks for listening.
Cool.
Appreciate it.
See you then.